Welcome, everyone. I hope you are joining me every day this December. I am trying something new. It is called Vlogmas, where a creator will do a daily video from December 1st to December 24th. I'm including Christmas memories, frugal Christmas tips, Christmas recipes, and all kinds of topics around the holiday season. They will be shorter videos, but they will be daily. I hope you will enjoy listening while you are either putting up your decorations, doing some Christmas baking, or just hanging out with a cup of coffee or hot chocolate. So today we're going to talk about Christmas stockings. When I grew up, we didn't have any purchased Christmas stockings. That's something that happened after I was an adult with children. And then I sold Avon and I picked them all out a special Avon stocking that I bought with my discount. And many of them still use that stocking today when they visit on Christmas because they held up that long. My kids are age 27 to 42, but when I grew up back in the 60s and 70s, we used a sock from our sock drawer, and I would pick out a knee sock, the longest, most stretched out sock I could find because I thought it would hold more. And we used a safety pin and we hooked it to the cabinet handle underneath our Christmas tree that was 4 feet tall that sat on the counter to make it seem bigger. And when I would get up in the morning, it was always the same things in the Christmas stocking. There would be an apple, an orange, some peanuts in the shell, sometimes a giant peppermint stick, and there wasn't any chocolate, as I recall. That wasn't something that was a big deal back then, and maybe it was too expensive because I did have parents from the Depression era, so they were very frugal. But I was always excited to get this. Now, I don't know that kids today would be excited to get that because them getting apples and oranges, it's not something special. But for us, living on the farm, we had apples in apple season, but we didn't have apples all year long, and we didn't have oranges only rarely. That was a really big event for us to get an orange. And so I looked forward to getting that orange on Christmas morning because something citrus was a special, special treat. And we would go through our stockings and then we would unwrap our gifts. We would unwrap our gifts all at the same time. Now, when I had children, we started the tradition of going around and each person unwrapping their gift and everyone watching them. And we did it youngest to oldest. That way we could make Christmas last longer. That way we could each see what each person got. And it wouldn't be like you were sitting in a room and everyone's unwrapping gifts. And then you are going, well, I gave them this, but I didn't get to see them open it. Because for us, the most exciting part of Christmas is the giving and enjoying getting to see our special gift get unwrapped by the person it was intended for. And we still do that tradition today. The family is much larger. It takes a lot longer. And sometimes we have to really think about who is the youngest next because now we have sons and daughter-in-laws and grandchildren that get mixed into the age group. But it's something that we still do today. It's a tradition that we started after I had children. So, how do you open gifts? Do you just all do it in a mad craze of everyone unwrapping at the same time, or do you do it one at a time? Another tradition we started when my kids were young is we started unwrapping one small gift on Christmas Eve. It could be something that was $5 or less, or maybe only a couple of dollars, but it built the excitement of Christmas. And it was so fun to be able to get something special before we went to bed on Christmas Eve. Now, when my dad was born in 1929, he went to his grandparents as a young child for Christmas Eve, and it was only a few miles down the road. Before Grandma or Grandpa could get in the car, they sent him out to wait, and they would put all the gifts under the Christmas tree. And then when my dad would come home on Christmas Eve from his grandparents, Santa would have visited every single year, and that was his tradition. Please share in the comments below some of your Christmas unwrapping traditions, whether you do it on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, a little of both, and how do you do stockings? I know some people, when their kids get older, they just skip the stockings. I still do stockings for anyone that shows up on Christmas morning. Thanks for listening today, and I hope to see you in the next video tomorrow.